Our next stop will be here at the third exhibit, which will display the Wilmot Proviso of 1846 and the Mexican-American War of 1848 with the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. I know, it's quite a name. Now, the Mexican-American War, Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, and Wilmot Proviso all go hand in hand. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo was the treaty to come to an agreement with the Mexicans from the Mexican-American War, and the Wilmot Proviso was used to divide the land acquired. I'll give you guys a quick summary of the Mexican-American War. So basically, the Americans believed in manifest destiny, that it was their right to move out west. But believing in this, they decided to live in Texas, which at the time was Mexican land. The Mexicans had no problem with them living here as long as they followed the Mexican laws. Those laws where Americans had to speak Spanish, convert religion, and slavery was not allowed. The Americans didn't follow this, and this act created the Mexican-American War. In the end, the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo was created, which gave Americans more land, as well as them only having to pay $15 million to Mexico for all of it. Now, the question that came up was, what should we do with this new land? That's where the Wilmot Proviso comes into play. As stated in the document, provided that as an express and fundamental condition to the acquisition of any territory from the Republic of Mexico by the United States by virtue of any treaty which may be negotiated between them, and to use by the executive of money herein appropriated, neither slavery nor involuntary servitude shall ever exist in any part of said territory, except for crime, whereof the party shall be the first duly convicted. The Proviso stated that any new states that were created after the war would be considered free. This only applies to the states whose land was bought directly from Mexico. However, the Proviso was not accepted and was rejected in Congress. All this was done to balance out the free and slave states. However, as you probably guessed, things didn't go as planned. The war created many arguments on what states should be free and what states should be slaves. That's because everyone was scared that one side would get too much power in Congress. The South also believed the North was getting too much support in the Congress because of the Wilmot Proviso.